What is going on, y'all? I want to talk to you a little bit about the carnivore diet. I've had quite a few people pick up on that I do carnivore just through watching the show and just general chat. And I've had some questions about it, some messages and stuff. So I thought, why not just do a video on it? It's something I really like and it's helped me and maybe can help some other people. First of all, I want to show you some new hooks that I just got in from James. Ooh, I got one in the vise right now. Might as well tie while we talk. So I've always been one to try to fix problems with diet instead of drugs. I'm real sensitive to any kind of drug, always have been. Just this much coffee make me run laps around the yard. So I've always tried to go to like some sort of a diet to fix a problem. So I've gone in and out of a lot of different trial and error on stuff. 10 years ago, I was in a real bad way. Nobody knew what was wrong with me. I had lost a bunch of weight. Every time I ate food, I would, I'd have trouble breathing, had constant bronchial infections. 6 times a year, I'd have bronchial infections. And there was a lot of problems, man. So I got to work on it. I started with isogenics, and all of a sudden, all that protein and stuff from isogenics made me feel better. I was doing fasting and stuff, and everything started to just really click for me. And then somewhere along the way, isogenics kind of changed their shake stuff, and I started having kind of trouble drinking their shakes, have a slight asthma attack. And so I kind of went to keto, and keto was kind of something general that I could get hold of at the store that wasn't super expensive like isogenics was. And it worked really well for me. Keto did really good, but I still had a lot of reflux and reflux asthma and tightening of the throat and all this stuff that went along with it. So then I started Jordan Peterson and some other stuff, maybe on Joe Rogan or something, swearing by carnivore, which seemed to be like several steps up from keto. It's like hardcore keto. I could already relate to it because I was already doing keto. Meat, fat, vegetables. And that seemed to work real good. So the step up to carnivore was not much of a step for me. I need some scissors, people. So I gave it a shot. Teresa and I said, hey, we're gonna do 90 days. And within the first week or two, I started noticing that I didn't have to sleep, elevated, and I started noticing a reduction in reflux. And that was epic, right? I was getting more sleep, and so I was excited. So we kept on doing carnivore. We went the full 90 days, and I saw some amazing stuff happening. And Teresa was so impressed. I started shrinking in size. I started dropping 1, 2 belt sizes before I even started losing weight. Started out at maybe 195, lost 10 pounds real quick. Guys do that, but lost 10 pounds real quick. But I started shrinking in general. Like inflammation started going down. She took notice. She started doing it. And before we knew, we were both shrinking. And we were both seeing odd things like Teresa's hair. Most women lose a lot of hair. It's in the shower. It's everywhere. It's in your clothes when you wash clothes. Her hair stopped falling out. And we started just noticing a lot of strange things like that. And my asthma and stuff started subsiding, and my reflux started going away. And we both noticed something really, really, really weird. One day she turned to me and said, do you feel happy? And I said, you know what? Overall, generally speaking, I do kind of feel a sense of well-being and happy and patient. And I don't feel angst. I don't feel like I need to be in a hurry to make a purchase on something or to get to something. Overall, we just feel generally happier, which we thought was really odd. And the more I thought about it, the brain is made of fat, and we're eating a lot of fat. In fact, I need to come back to what we're eating. What we eat, to make sure I don't forget to tell y'all. So we just started noticing a lot of crazy stuff. So here we are, maybe 3 months in, going from a keto lifestyle in general for decades, to hardcore carnivore, and a lot of inflammation's down. I'm down 3 pant sizes. I went from like 195 to 181. I've even been in the 170s. Lost quite a bit of weight, but it's mostly like an inch thing. It's not really not a number weight thing. And also, Teresa's noticing a tremendous amount of changes in her. She's really shrinking, lost a lot of weight, maybe 15 pounds. But the mental state thing is incredible. We sleep, and deep sleep has been incredible. What do we eat to get these effects, carnivore-wise? Well, we focus on fat and protein. So we eat a lot of fat. So we get steaks, the fattiest cut of steak we can find, eat that. I try to eat as much of the fat in the steak as I can. Eat butter. We eat butter in several ways. We cook with a lot of butter. I'll eat just a spoonful of butter. Teresa cooks butter down. She browns it almost. And sometimes she'll put a little bit of cinnamon or something in it, lays it out on parchment paper, and puts it in the freezer, and breaks it up into these little butter bites. So we snack on those all the time. They're delicious. Can't get enough fat, really. The more fat, the better. So trying to eat as much butter and fatty meat as we can. It's like the target. I almost see fat as medicine now. In fact, if I ever met somebody that was down, depressed, I'd hand them a stick of butter. I'd be like, man, you need some fat, man. So that's kind of what we eat. It's kind of what we're doing. I'll get back to y'all after it's been more than just a few months, really focus and hone in. So we eat a lot of fatty meat, butter. We eat fish, any kind of meat that gets in the way. If I get in a bind, I'll stop at a Whataburger. I'll get a triple Whataburger with 1 slice of cheese, and we either just fold them over and eat just the meat, a la carte, we say. Three meat patties, large meat patties, a la carte, with cheese or without, and fold them like a taco, like that, or eat them with a fork and knife. And a treat would be maybe a Diet Coke with that, Never spiked insulin. Try to stay away from anything that would spike insulin. So we just try to stay in a state of ketosis, and it seems to just reduce inflammation, whatever's going wrong with the body. So that's kind of the nutshell of carnivore for us. Not experts by any means. Don't know what we're doing. We're just watching a few doctors on TV, like, was it Dr. Berg, is a guy out of Tennessee, and just kind of follow what he says. He even says that you eat the best meat that you can afford. If all you can afford is Vienna sausage and hot dogs, you will get the effects. And he's right, because when I'm in a pinch, I ate a lot of sardines, hot dogs, and Viennas, especially in the boat. And still just going right down that road, and still everything's still improving. So it's not expensive, when you add in a couple redfish, maybe we kill a deer, and have chickens. So, oh man, do we eat eggs? Geez, I eat a lot of eggs. I eat probably 6 eggs a day. And my chickens make eggs out of the scrap food from the kitchen. I don't even buy chicken feed, or out of a fish I catch. I'll put it in there and they'll eat the carcass, So chickens make free eggs, so it's not really an expensive thing. I would say it's a little cheaper than on just a normal American diet. But that's kind of where we're at. Just thought I'd clue y'all in, because a lot of people have been wanting to know what's going on with the carnivore diet and us, because they keep hearing us talk about it. So there you go. TNT's carnivore journey. I'll keep y'all posted. Maybe I'll do another one down the line. If you have any questions, if I skipped anything you're curious about, put it in the comments, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. Once again, not carnivore experts, just experimenting. We've had some great success with it. So I'm gonna finish tying this fly and catch y'all later. Y'all catch some fish. It's freezing out right now though. Jeez, it's cold. Hope it's warmer where you are.